If you're watching this video, I'm going to assume you either are a man yourself or have met one before. And most men, at least in Europe, the US, the Western world, at some point in their life, they are going to be expected to wear a suit. Now, assuming you're not made of money and your first stop when that question arises isn't Savile Row, you've probably had the experience of going to a shop where they sell clothes and buying an off-the-rack suit. And probably you have found that that doesn't fit you very well. You wonder, why did I put in all this effort? Why did I spend all this money? Why didn't I just do it myself? Hello, I'm Pat and welcome to No Stitch Unpicked. I want to talk today about the virtues, if you like, of embarking on your own tailoring project. And what I really want to make clear is that whether you have no sewing experience, some sewing experience, really anything from the ground up, it is something you can consider doing. I am what you would call a hobby or amateur sewer. I've been sewing for about 2 years or so, and for most of that time what has really fascinated me has been tailoring, by which I basically mean the making of suit jackets and nice fancy trousers to go with them, stuff like that. And when I was first starting out sewing, I was working on the assumption that I would first have to progress through various stages of ever advancing complexity of projects. You start out with your drawstring shorts, maybe you make yourself a little lunch bag. 4 years later, once you've finally mastered the art of t-shirts, you are ready to consider moving on to something a bit more complicated, like a blazer, a suit jacket, that kind of thing. But I'm an impatient person by nature, I guess, and after a few months I already was hatching a plan to make a suit for one of my best friend's weddings. So I bought a pattern, I bought some fabric, cut it out, sewed it together. In the end I had a suit, wore it to the wedding, nobody spat in my face. What I want to do in this video is emphasize that you really can dive into a complicated project like this even if you're still in the early stages of your sewing journey. I'm essentially going to outline a game plan of what to do if that is you. The world of tailoring, the world of bespoke suits, it can be pretty daunting to look at from the outside, and it can give off a bit of a haughty vibe. And there's also a lot of sort of new modern gentleman stuff that can be packaged along with it. If that's also your thing, great, but it really doesn't have to be. For my part, I am just really fascinated by these garments as objects. But never mind the whys and the wherefores, I'm just going to assume you are as desperate as I was to get started. I'll just explain how I would do it if I were you. So I would